What is up, and welcome back to this channel, this very dead channel that I am resurrecting for the day. So if you don't know, my name is Julia. I make content all over the internet, primarily on TikTok nowadays, but once upon a time I used to make Sims videos, and I haven't for a while now. Recently I got back into The Sims, playing offline though. I wanted to finish something I started all the way back in quarantine, which was building a $1 million or million simoleon house in The Sims. So I started this off in quarantine. There's a couple live stream videos you can find on here that are like over 3 years old, us building the shell of the house. And like I said, I finally finished it. So this video is going to be touring our $1 million house in The Sims. This was built by me and my girlfriend Marisa, and I think we should just jump into it. So this is the exterior of the house. I found the floor plan for this online somewhere. So I guess we could start with the front yard, which was totally designed by Marisa. She's really good at doing a lot of the floral lush stuff. Also ignore these. These are just lighting for when it's nighttime, just to kind of make it look prettier. But anyways, as you go in, and of course we tried using all of the most expensive things possible, you're greeted with an entryway. It's pretty basic. If I put all the walls up, you'll see I definitely try to include some sort of painting at any time. I was trying not to be too repetitive about it. I definitely wanted this house to have some sort of integrity. So that's the entryway. And here is this like really awkward sitting room. It's open to the second floor. I want you to keep in mind, the beginning rooms of this house were built in 2020, back when, one, I was not as good as a builder, but also two, there were not as many hacks in the game. So that's why it's kind of like this businessy looking door and this awkward archway. I had limited resources at the time. There was just way too much of the house to go back. This little nook, I have like a little chess area, and then this is like the main living room that you would sit to watch TV in. It's super underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. And then this is the kitchen, which I like went back and kind of redid a little bit, added the brick wall in, double refrigerator, massive island. There's even kind of this little chef's pantry with like clear door refrigerators, and I think like you can kind of see some shelving in there, and like I thought that light was a nice little touch that you'll never see, but I know it's there. This is the dining room. It's just gaudy. It's not my style whatsoever, but these chairs are $800 a pop, so of course I would be using them. Over here we have the one and only staircase in the entire house. I tried experimenting with doing like a big grand staircase in that center area, but it just wasn't working out. So they're kind of tucked away over here, and it's actually really inconvenient because they're all the way on the other side. Ideally I'd have staircases on each side of the house so people could get places a little bit quicker, but again, wasn't really thinking about that. This is a little powder room, nothing special whatsoever. This is a laundry room, thank you laundry day, and there's pretty much nothing really going on in this corner until you get to this, I guess, like wing of the house that is a home gym. So we got our refrigerators, a couple treadmills, a couple weight machines, a couple yoga mats. Like I said, I didn't want to like put like 50 treadmills just for the sake of it. I wanted to keep it fairly realistic. And then off of there, there's their bikes all parked alongside the house, as well as this like really tiny patio on the side. So okay, let's take it back to the center of the house just so we can kind of quickly see where we are. And now we're going to enter into the left side of the house. I think for starters, we can show off the office, which again, Marisa decorated this one. She's so much better at like adding clutter than I am. Again, went for kind of the dark version of the dining room, which I think is kind of cool since they are in mirrored places of the house, but super gaudy. It looks like someone from like The Godfather works here. Like what is this chair? Why cheetah print? But the interesting thing you'll see coming off of the office is a secret, kind of not so secret hallway. So if you follow this hallway along here, you get to a movie theater room, which I know now there's like a pack that comes with like an actual movie theater projection screen. I like this one though because it kind of fits in between the windows. And again, like I probably could have done something cooler or added like a lot more chairs in. But this is the movie theater room, and we got a little bit of a snack concession stand station over here. And you'll also notice there's a staircase in here. This staircase leads up to just a single room. This staircase attaches to a hookah smoking room, which has actually the ugliest wallpaper ever. I like this really grungy rug swatch underneath the hookah or bubble station, and I added a couple, I don't know, just like really like a TV, a stereo, this funky looking fireplace. Nothing really matches up here. I would absolutely change this wallpaper. I think I was getting delusional towards the end. Like I said, it does not connect to anything, so we will head back downstairs, back out the secret hallway. Over here, this is kind of the more main bathroom bathroom of the house that has a shower in it. This is a very different like aesthetic than the rest of the house. Marissa did this. I think it's super cute, but it does not match whatsoever, but I kind of like that. And you'll see that especially as we get upstairs. There's more than just this aesthetic going on. So this is the master bedroom. I think it's really cool because it has like this little sitting room over here, which I'm actually playing in this house right now. And I kind of converted this corner into a little nursery. This bed alone, $12,000. And then they have a massive ensuite bathroom where we kind of created a little double shower over here. There's double sinks, a towel warmer, a corner tub with a lot of windows, as well as like a little toilet room. And then this is actually there's two walk-in closets. There's this one here, and then we have a smaller one over here, but it has one of those like platform thingies for them to try clothes on, make clothes with. I don't know. I haven't experimented with it yet. So that is the entirety of the interior of the first floor. So moving on to upstairs. So like I said, it's kind of like open in the entryway areas. We can kind of start over on the right side where the staircase is. You'll notice that up here is like a pet kind of area. So there's a litter box, the roof is clipping, a little pet bed, as well as a cat tree. You could probably add a couple more cat trees if you wanted to. Then this is like a library. I think it's a cute little library. I kept it pretty simple with the white and kind of added a lot of more antique-y accents around. So moving into the bedroom. So there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 kid bedrooms. There could be 6, but I made one into a playroom. And then actually this one back here didn't exist. The whole floor was like open to the living room, but I didn't think that the living room was that cool enough to have like this big grand ceiling. And also that, what is it called? The like poppy pink like kit that came out. I got this obviously much later after I'd already built most of the house. So I kind of wanted to make a bedroom for it because I think it's super cute. So we'll start with this room. This one has the coolest aesthetic by far. Like this kit is probably my favorite kit ever. It comes with this like lava rock lamp, the shag carpet, these super cute, definitely made for accent wallpaper, but I used it everywhere. I absolutely love the squiggly candles, these end tables, these chairs, this bookshelf, literally everything, even the bathroom. I'm pretty sure this rug is a part of this kit. And then I kind of like worked off of that rug to make this just like really teen kid-esque green and pink, like really out there bathroom, because you'll kind of see most of the other bathrooms are pretty lame. So this is one of my favorite rooms by far, and also has a really cool shape to it and has a ton of windows. And coming over here, this I envisioned to be a kid's room, like a child. So I kind of put a personality trait to each room, that one being kind of more pop culture-y, Gen Z-y. This one is a little bit more science-y. You know, you got the rocket ship stuff, you have the little station over here, there's some animal stuff as well, the robot head. This one I definitely think I nailed and has a lot of clutter if you want to do kind of like a science personality trait. As you can see too, the ensuite on this bedroom is super basic. I built the bathrooms forever ago, and like I said, none of them have personalities, and I definitely didn't use the most expensive things in the bathroom, so I have no idea what I was thinking. If I were to go back, I would definitely make the bathrooms match the personality of the bedroom. So moving on, over here we have a sports themed room, which there's not as much sports clutter as I wish there were. I feel like there has to be, maybe in a pack that I don't own, like a sports rug or something, but you know, we have a couple of like the trophies, all the sports posters I could find, a soccer lamp, a dartboard, which kind of, you know, awkwardly takes up a lot of room. I think I have some more things on the walls, like a skateboard, a jersey, the like pendants. I threw in a bowling pin because I really was struggling to think of other things that weren't just, you know, wall art. So that's the sports theme room. Definitely way more underwhelming. Probably would also switch out the bed to be something a little more flashy, a little more cool. For scooching over, now we're kind of onto the other side of the house. This is like a music personality room, edgier of a look, I would say, for sure. You know, they have a DJ station, a keyboard. I think like I put a computer just like in every kid's room just because I think that that's like baseline needed. They have amps as well as a guitar and just like any kind of music posters I can find. Again, very boring bathroom. And then over in this corner, this is the gaudy, pretty princess bedroom that I made. I think I ended up adding a window also over here. It just felt very closed off. I probably could have added a lot more wall art somewhere over here, but it's very gaudy, definitely not my style whatsoever. They also have a walk-in closet, so they could have this like pink set over here. I guess like their bathroom kind of matches. And then lastly, we have the playroom, which the design of it, The design of it was a choice. I think it was like something different. And like I said, I ended up getting a couple more packs in between 2020 and now. I don't know why I landed on this. I think I was just trying to use things I wouldn't normally use, as well as also trying to use things that are expensive. You know, we got a ping pong table, a toy box, a massive TV, and some interesting decorations. So that's the entirety of the above ground house. There is a basement, and the basement is where I think a lot of the money was starting to come into play. So we're heading down to the basement. We have the same staircase all the way over here, but we kind of have to flip a little bit. I started off obviously with the bowling alley, which you would think that these lanes would be the most expensive thing in the house. They're only 436 simoleon. How? So the bowling alley, unless I made it literally 100 lanes, was not going to get me very far. So we kind of have a little bit of everything that the bowling pack has to offer. Then off of that, I was like, well, let me look at some of the other packs I have. For whatever reason, started with Dine Out, because I was like, maybe I can build like a concession food area off of that. So I worked in some vending machines and these booths. Yeah, that was like pretty much as far as I got. I didn't want to build a kitchen down here because then, you know how your Sims, they always use the thing you don't want them to use. I didn't want to build a kitchen down here and then that be like where they exclusively made all their meals. It ended up just kind of being a weird sitting room. But anyways, if you can't tell, each room has a different theme. So this one being bowling, this one being Dine Out. I kind of kept that going to try to use things that I wouldn't normally use. So here we have the spa and wellness room. You kind of walk in, grab yourself a nice refreshing drink, sit by the little water fountain. There's a couple saunas as well as like a massage table. Then across the way, oh, we want to do some magic, you say. Actually, my Sims love to use this pot to make chili all the time. But I have a magic room. Next to the magic room, I have a vampire room, which I can't remember. Is this coffin for decoration or can Sims sleep in it? Or maybe only vampire Sims, because I don't think anyone's tried to yet. Of course, we had to add in the organ there. Like I was just trying to kind of utilize the different things, like the chairs, the lighting, the flooring. Like I really tried to make each specific to the pack. You'll even see like the front doors are all whatever the room's pack theme was. Across from the vampire room is a science room. This is a Strangerville pack. This one is like a science room. Definitely sketchy experiments are happening here. And then next to the science room, I was really starting to get creative towards the end. I was like, I guess we're gonna make a farm room because I realized you can put the chicken coops inside. So this one's a little more basic. My Sims actually like to come down here and cross stitch. It does get its use. And then across from that, we have the eco living room. There's a lot of activities that come with eco living, like the fabricator, the candle making, fizzing station. I don't think my Sims have ever used that. I think this is like a plant table station. Then I kind of also was just, again, experimenting with the couches and chairs. Then lastly, I made a Strangerville 2.0 room. My Sim that I play with has like a mixology trait, and I realized there's no bar in this entire house. And I came across this bar here and I thought it was really cool. And I felt like there was like another like bunker kind of aesthetic to Strangerville as opposed to this more lab aesthetic. So I decided to make this. So like the people who live here, it's like a couple and their kids. And then one of the adults from the couple, their brother also lives with them. So it's kind of like a live-in uncle. I assigned him this bed. So he has to come all the way down here to sleep. He probably doesn't get the best sleep on this like military bed. And this is where he can practice making cocktails. So that is the basement, super chaotic. And I would definitely continue on making, as I were to get more packs, I would try to add in more rooms. That is the basement, very chaotic, but great for learning new skills. Lastly, we have the exterior. We can kind of start on the side here. I built a little maze. I think I got inspiration of this off of Lil Simsy's $1 Million Mansion house build. I also try to add solar panels anywhere that was hidden. I didn't want to overload it and do it literally everywhere and ruin the aesthetic of the house. This is a Marisa contribution to the house, this greenhouse. I will note it is absolutely not play tested. She shoved a bunch of flowers in front of all these plant boxes. There's also a couple plant trimming stations in the back. Definitely not play tested, but definitely contributed to the overall price of the house. You can also see some of the fun little hedges along the side there. Of course, no mansion would be complete without a basketball court. So we have a basketball court here. Probably could have added a little bit more flush over there, or maybe like some benches or something. We added a door obviously into it. Then this is kind of like the kid area. They have their PlayStation station. There's a little splash pad there, but it is a little small. You could probably fit in like monkey bars or something in there as well. This I love. It's like a little pavilion. I think the idea of like hanging out on a couch outside, that's like gives me mansion vibes for sure. Built this little kitchen as well as, you know, they got speakers and the TVs. Just the whole entertainment system outside is such a flex. We have the couches for the TV, but then also couches for the fire pit. I know that this is a coffee table and it's not an actual working fire pit, so you could definitely swap that out if you wanted to. Then we have a table over here, some chairs to lay out on. Again, you could probably add like a couple more tables, a couple more chairs. Then a massive pool. So with this plot of land, I tried to kind of make it like an infinity pool aesthetic, because as you can see, there's this like wall here that everything hangs off of, and you can't build all the way to the edge of the lot. So I got as close as I could to the edge to kind of make that infinity pool aesthetic. I also added a lot of these windmills in. I really don't know how much the windmills and the solar panels help out with the bill. So the bill for this house is like 50,000 simoleons, just as a heads up. It is not a cheap house. You will definitely be using motherload if you play in this house. Forgot to mention too, over here we have 2 hot tubs. Originally I had like in-ground saunas over here, but then something happened, they got deleted, and Marissa ended up rearranging it to be these elevated hot tubs, which I think are a lot cooler, to be honest. So we have the hot tubs over there. Over here, we're kind of wrapping around to the side patio from the gym that we covered earlier, is a little bit of more the like wholesome yard outdoor like vibe. The most recent pack I bought was the little campers kit. So it comes with like a little projection screen as well as this nice little mat for outside and these cute little firefly jars. I also added like the hose and like the tools for outside. You can kind of see like there's like tennis balls all around for the dog stuff. There's a fire pit and like the terrain's a little dirtier over here. We have wood. So this is a little bit more of like a realistic lived in kind of side yard. I will say though, it's very hard for the Sims to get to. It doesn't connect over here since we made the pool really grand and L-shaped. So they have to go like all the way through the gym, through the side patio doors just to get to the side yard. There's a lot of like nooks and crannies within this house, but that is how to build a $1 million house. It is not very easy. I will definitely say that, but it is a lot of fun to play in. If I were to do this again, I maybe would do like a $500,000 house just to make it a little bit more realistic, because I'd want it to be all the same aesthetic. I think that towards the end, especially doing like the 1 pack per room in the basement, I was getting to the point where I just needed stuff. I just needed stuff in there. But like I said, there's so much more to be added. Like there's no robotic stations in here, even though my sim is a computer science career track. There's not like a computer lab or like a really like solid home office beside the one that looks like it's like from The Sopranos. So yeah, it was definitely fun to make, but took a very long time. It is on the gallery. I'll link down below my username so you can download this and play in it. I would definitely highly suggest to kind of, you know, rearrange things as you see fit for your Sims. It was a lot of fun to build. I would definitely recommend trying to take on the challenge to build a $1 million house in The Sims. So thank you guys for watching. Maybe I'll upload some other videos here because I just deleted everything in my Sims world. Every single plot of land deleted. My goal isn't to build everything myself. I'm going to download things as I see it. Like, you know, I found someone who built the Hannah Montana house, so I'm going to put that in here. You know, if Little Simsy makes something really cool, I'll also like add that, but it's also going to be houses that I build. Maybe I'll get back into speed building. I don't know, but I definitely wanted this house to have its moment and to have its own video. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time.